In this video, me and Eileen talk mainly about seeking a job here in the US, how feasible it is and a process to follow. And then we also talk about elderly people that come over here, and we talk about a little bit about you people who still waiting for the process. So we just had a little chat about some stuff here, and I hope it will be very valuable for you and let you will enjoy it. Watch until the end. On the end, I'm gonna put some bloopers on. All right, enjoy it.
A family rooted deep, forced to flee. With faith in God, they crossed to be free. Now thriving strong, where hope still grows. Proof that life can bloom wherever it goes.
Okay, it is very hot, and we are sitting here in front of our little place. You can see Eileen is much better. If you see her stuff, she's much better and she's feeling much better. Am I correct?
Yes.
Today is the 250 university anniversary of America. Everyone is in rep and roer and in a happy state, but we did not had the opportunity to experience it yet. But after this, we're gonna go there, and I will see if I can record some fireworks when we're there, because we're gonna go as a group of South Africans, and we're gonna go check the fireworks. But before that, I want to try and get you a little video out. It was very hectic the past few weeks. A lot of stuff happened in our life, and we were very, very busy, and Eileen was sick. So for now, this video we want to talk about a little bit about getting work and just talk about some stuff. So when you are in America, in South Africa, and you apply for the program, it is really stressful. You don't know what's going on. It's a stressful process. So a lot of people know already the process, and you that is still in the process, just remember, you cannot look at other, you cannot make a time frame. You will make a big mistake if you gonna put a time frame on it. If it works out for you and you've done it, you are fortunate, because we are feeling really sorry for a lot of people who still there. And then we don't even talk about the people who got their denial letters. We don't know what is the story. We can only talk about our experience and what we see in the WhatsApp groups and in social media, because and me, I'm not very much on social media. There's basically only a few YouTube channels I check. I don't do Facebook. That is why Eileen is there. I do have a Facebook account, but I'm not on there. So sorry if you even get me messages on Facebook. It's very rare that I am looking in Facebook. I don't have the time. And that is the same with the emails and the comments. There's sometimes Eileen Eileen is getting in, and she's doing the comments parts for me. She's checking your comments. We really like your comments, but I don't have the time to go through all the comments. And just a reminder for in the comments, I set my restriction quite high. It's not the highest, but it's quite high. So if you are saying something inappropriate, and especially swear words in the comment, YouTube is gonna take you out automatically and I will not see your comment. So there's a lot of maybe there's some of you that think, yeah, we do not comment on your comments, but that is reality. Maybe we didn't even see it. So be gentle in the comments, because this channel, a lot of children is watching it. We know of some children who is watching them over and over and over. That let me think, when we were young as children, you were looking watching a little video, and then you could have tell before that guy is saying what, you could have say what it is. So that is happening with our channel also, with some children. So be very gentle in the comments. We will not tolerate any
bad comments. Or
yeah,
nasty.
nasty. I think nasty is a better word. So yeah, that is that. Now, when you, like you said, it's a stressful period in South Africa. Then you get your plane tickets, and you are happy, excited, and you still stressful to go through the process, go to the airport. That part is actually very nice, because then it is like you are in a tour group, your whole group going together, and you go through the system, and there's a lot of people who is watching you. Even when you have when you have to get in some other country over to another overlay flight. You will not leave the airport if you're on an overlay flight. You will stay there, and there's people who guide you through that airport. So that is the least to worry about. When you come here, depending on what is happening with your flight, like us, we were staying over for a weekend. Some others, you will land maybe in the morning somewhere. Then you will wait for your next flight, where you're gonna go to the city where you go. So that is the part I want to talk about again. When you are on your flight here from South Africa, talk to your fellow South Africans. Hear where they are going, get their telephone numbers. The moment you're on the plane where you go to your city, you will not have contact with them anymore if you don't have their contact. And then if you are on the plane to your city, talk to that people also that is with you in the plane. Get their telephone numbers. If there is, sometimes you're alone, it's only you, one family who's going, or one person who is going. So very, very important, get the telephone numbers. And then when you land at your city, all depends on what is going on. I am talking now mainly what we experience, and what the people will experience when we come to Raleigh. When you land here and you get through the port and you get out, you will find on some way, you will find your caseworker. And let's say you are two families. Each one's got his own caseworker. But those caseworkers, case managers, are not on the same agency. It means you're going to split, and you're never going to see each other again, except if you have contact numbers. That is why I say it is important to have that contact numbers, that you can at least talk to each other. In our case, when you come here, you will, and you go into your place with that agent, then you will get a phone. It's a cheap phone, it's not a good phone, don't expect a good phone. It's a cheap phone, but it helps you a lot. Because when you get the phone, it is already set up for you, and you can immediately have Wi-Fi from or data from that phone, and you can contact your people in South Africa or whoever you have. You have communication immediately. That helps a lot. The people who don't have that, first have to get phones, they have to get SIM cards. It will take a few days. It can take a few days. So yeah, that is what I think I must talk about now. And then when you're here, that first week, that normally it's not happening with all the people like that, but yeah, it's like that. Normally the agency will keep you busy. They will keep you very busy. You will be busy every day. You will go for meetings, you will go for paperwork, and then on the end, that is to get you in the process to apply for all the different stuff that is there. There's a lot of different things, and the first week is basically there to relax. A lot of things will be pumped into your head because of the paperwork and the things you have to apply for, but that is what the agencies is there for. They will help you. Here in Raleigh you will get help. And then after a day or two, when you have your bus tickets, your cards or your app on your phone, you can start exploring. You explore where to go. Just start exploring the city. And the other thing is, here in Raleigh, we have some other means by now, and you will get connected to us, some of us, some South Africans that is here. So yeah, what we try to do is to give everyone a little, not everyone, the ones who's coming for our agency, we give them a little welcome package before. They will find it normally in that place when they reach there, and our phone numbers will be there, so that you can contact us, and we will put you on the Raleigh WhatsApp group. There's people who want to ask me already. I must put them, they are still in South Africa, I must put them on the Raleigh group. It's not going to happen, because we will flood the group with people who don't really belong there. It's only for people who is here. And then there is other groups where we can still talk on WhatsApp right around across the US. So yeah, that is just some information for that. Okay, but now you're gonna come in a stress period again, because now you come to a point where you must start looking for work. Now, some people get the work very quickly and some not. And that is why I will recommend you apply. You just apply for jobs when you're seeking, because by now the agency should have translate your resume for you if you haven't done it yourself in Grok or wherever. But here the agency do it for you. They give you even hard copies, and they even give you a laptop at their office where you have Wi-Fi. You use their Wi-Fi. You have some work-seeking sessions, and in that session you will sit and you will apply for work, for jobs. And a thing that we realize by now, I would say, if you have a profession job, you can start applying for that, but don't bargain on it. Just go for an entry-level job, so that you can just get some in. Except if you come with some money from South Africa. If you have money, you don't have a problem. You can take basically a vacation until you have a job you want. But the thing is, what we realize now is the big problem is you don't have workers' history here in the US. That is a problem for them. They are really interested mainly in your experience. What experience do you have? So they will go on that, and when you apply online, when normally where you apply online, most of the time they ask you up until 7 years of your residency. Where did you stay 7 years back? And some of those apps on the internet, they don't give you even an option for abort addresses. And then AI is just gonna throw your CV out.
Resume.
Your resume, it's gonna throw it out. The people will not even see it. And that is why I say, if it's possible, it's not always possible, take your hard copy, go to the places, give them in, especially for entry-level jobs. That is possible for that. And then agencies. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Agencies. Apply, use agencies and apply by them as well. Now, let me come to agencies. We talk about Tuso, the agency where Lily is working. I see in the comments, in the WhatsApp groups, I see a lot of people are relying too much on them. They're doing a very great job. And yeah, they are an agency who's making money out of it. That is how they get their money. Okay, here we are again. That is the next day now. What happened is the phone overheat and it cut out because it was very, very hot. And after that we went to, after that video that stopped now, we went to go for the fireworks, and we gathered there together on one place. We gathered together with other South Africans, and we had the night, we went as a group to go look at the fireworks at night. So yeah, that's what happened now. Let me continue the video. We were talking about Tuso, the company where Lily is working. Now, I said it seems like a lot of people, it seems like they rely only on them. You cannot sit on your ask and expect other people must find work for you. It doesn't work like that. It's your responsibility. You have to find your work. Doesn't matter what means you use to get the work. So I saw in the comments, like I said, in the comments and in the WhatsApp groups, and I even had emails who's complaining and say, yeah, they are making money out of us. It's not true. They do make money. It works like that in South Africa as well with the agencies. They get a job for you, and when they get you into the job, the company is paying them. It doesn't cost you any money. So that is how they work. They have to make their money. And I know I gave Alwyn a lot of a hard time. Alwyn is one of the guys also who work for Tuso, because he wanted to get us to a certain company as a package, and every time things didn't work out, he really worked hard about it. Until I stopped it now, I said now, the last one, I say no. I believe the Lord closed the doors for that. We have to stay here in Raleigh. We will find for Tinus an apprenticeship, because that is what we are currently looking for. Tinus is doing very great where he is. Well, I hope, I don't know if his people see this video, but that is the reality. We are busy, he is busy applying already, started to apply for apprenticeship. It's not so commonly available, but I think we just don't know where to look. But that is the other thing I want to say. Tuso agency is doing a very great job for our people, and I'm very, very grateful for them. And then there is other people also who is starting doing kind of the same thing. There's one app what I see they created an app, and you can fill your details in there. But that you will find on the Soweto job WhatsApp group when you are here.
Yeah.
There is some other people also who try and help you to look for a job. But that is what I want to get over to you. It is your responsibility to get a job. Then there's another thing. Old people, senior people. I'm talking about senior people.
From 60 up.
Yeah, let's say from 60 and up. If you have the mindset you're gonna come here to retire and you don't have a nes eiertjie, you don't have money, you're in for a big surprise. You will have to work. The American government is not gonna look after you. There is a little thing, I forgot its name, what you can apply for, but the money you will get there is not sufficient. You have to, when you are working, you have to build that up for you, and then it will help you on the end of the day. Because the companies, sorry, I don't have all the, like I always say, I'm not a financial person. I'm very bad with that. So I don't remember all the names. But I know when you have a job, even where I've got this job now, did I speak about this job?
No.
That I'm in now.
But before you go further, I also want to say there is job for seniors, what seniors can apply to, and then you can do it. It's not that you can't do it. There is jobs for seniors, and then when you apply for that and you get the job, you can do it. They make sure you can do it. So please, if you are 60 and over and you want to come, there is jobs for you. But you can't pick what you want. If it's came over your road, then you take it and then you can apply for better jobs. It's just because the age you are maybe have 20 years or 10 years or 20 years to work. It's not that you are young and you can build up a pension. So yeah, even young people, start working with the entry-level jobs and apply then for the job you want to do. Because our agency is a very good agency, we appreciate our agency, but they're not going to look after long for you. So if you can apply and get a job fast, then you won't have money trouble. You don't have to be worried where the money came from to pay the rent, the power, everything you want of. That stuff can do that, but then you can apply for the job you want to, because you already have that job now. So you don't have to be stressed out where the money will come the end of the month to pay your rent. So have the attitude. Come and do the entry-level job, and then you can seek the job you want. But at least you have a job to look after you. You don't have to the stress and the worry where will the money came from then. Don't be particular. Just take it. Everyone had to start over again, and everyone can work his way up. And sometimes it happens fast. Sometimes it takes a little while. There is South Africans who start in 3 months, they saw their potential and they get a better job in the company where they even start. So yeah.
Yeah, there's some good testimonies. Maybe I will make a video one day about it. But you will see, I'm trying to make a video every week. With me, I'm very, very busy. So it's struggling. Like this week, this video was supposed to get out today on the Sunday, and it didn't, because the phone stopped and I was busy, we were busy, and things happened, like it doesn't happen. But anyway, for seniors, there is jobs. We saw a lot of seniors, especially in the grocery stores, in
even security
Walmart.
as well.
We see them as security,
And
really,
even
old people.
as in the hospitals for the what do you call the porter, the people who is pushing them in a wheelchair. What do you
I
call
don't know
that
what they
people?
call them, but
Yeah.
they're pushing. The hospitals also have
Yeah.
possibilities. It will take you a little bit longer when you are in your years, when you are a senior and you're not that healthy. It might take you a bit longer to get a job,
But it is possible.
but really that is possible. So yeah, what is the other thing? I've got some notes here.
I just also want to say about Lily Effany Plaas. Guys, I saw comments. She doesn't reply to you guys. That guys is very, very busy. Please give them a chance. They will get to you at some way. And don't get negative. Don't get they don't want to help you. They really want to help you. They are really, really busy all over America. Try to get help for you. So please don't be nasty. If they don't come back to you immediately, give them a chance. Be patient. They will come back to you at one stage. And if they don't, just ask again. And somehow she will come back to you at one point. But don't be nasty because that's not necessary.
Yeah, and it's not their responsibility, like
to
I
get
said.
you a job.
It's your responsibility.
Yes.
And like she said on replying, even me, I'm busy, we are busy, and you are a lot of people. And we are, like we say, we are one, or in my case, at least Eileen is there to help me with the comments. So you will see, what is it, Kekkelbekkie? You will
No, it's Eileen Jansen van Rensburg.
Is it? You will see, you will know it's she who's comment. And sometimes I do when I have a time. And like I said, there must be comments that we don't even see. So that is how it is. Well, I think we covered this. If there's any other thing you want us to cover specifically, yeah, put it in the comments and I will take notes about it. I do have a lot of footage so far that I cannot make public because we went to a lot of places and I've done some video footage about it, but you've got that background music and YouTube don't like the background music. I get monetized, I cannot put it in. So the software I have on this stage, I cannot remove the background music. There is some free, I know a lot of you will say, yeah, there's free programs you can do it, but that is only short clips and my videos is not really short. And I'm just waiting to get some more money in from YouTube, and then I will buy the program I'm still using, and then I can remove the music in the background. So when you press the likes and you comment, and of course subscription also, and if you watch the videos from the end to the end, that helps me to get some money from YouTube. YouTube don't give a lot of money. Where the people who say you get a lot of money from YouTube, I don't know. I think I do something wrong. But I'm not into that.
Or we are too short yet. Because if you get to see the subscriptions, they are 100,000 and more. Then we are not so much. So yeah.
But anyway, that is not my focus. My focus is to get information through to you and to show you that information, not just to talk like this video. This video is unfortunately a little bit of talk because sometimes it's also necessary. I will work during the week on the 250-year celebration day. There's a video I will make about that. It's just gonna take a lot of editing because it's a lot of videos that was taken and now I have to put them together and see how I'm gonna put it together.
Yeah, it takes a long time. It's not just 1, 2, 3, then the video is done. I know you guys are excited to get some more videos out of us, but be patient. We will try to get you every week one, and because it takes long hours to sit at the computer and put everything together. It's not just a few hours. It's maybe 5 hours at night, and then the next day 4 hours. It depends on how busy we are. But be patient. We won't forget you. We love you guys.
The weather is heavy, I hear that.
Yes.
That's why we are inside now. It's
It's
raining
raining
now, so
outside,
at least
yes.
the heat is broken now.
Yeah.
One thing I want to talk about, my new work. I didn't think I would talk to about it. I took the entry level job at the factory. That was very, very interesting. I never worked in a factory, so I took
warehouse.
a warehouse. I never worked in a warehouse, and that is where I worked as a forklift operator. And that was very interesting. I wish I could make a video about it. You guys would have loved it, I'm sure. Because it's a normal forklift that you know about. Then you have that forklifts, that ones they load the pallet from the side. And then they've got a boom that is 2 booms who's extending up until it's about 9 pallets on top of each other. That shelves, and then you put that pallet sideways into its place. And how they document it, everything is they scan the stuff, they stickers on, and that is so interesting. But I'm not allowed to take videos there. They are very, very strict. So that is what I've done to get into a job. The pay was quite alright. It's quite good. It's just a lot of that jobs is you're standing very long on your legs.
Very long hours.
12 hours on a conveyor belt normally, but you can get with no skills, you can get in there. You stand at the conveyor belt and you are doing what you have to do there. They will teach you. You are doing packing, because they do all the packings of the stuff, whatever product they do. So a very good job, I would say, to start off, if you're healthy, if you can stand on your feet. You don't have back pains and stuff like that. The first few days when I was waiting for my approval to be on the forklift, it was hard on my legs. My legs was really killing me, because I was doing the wrapping. I was helping at the wrapping place where they wrap the pallets, and you were all that 12 hours you are on your feet, and you are there is some breaks you can take, but you're on your feet. Okay, so now I've got this job. It is exactly the job I want to do, what I've done in South Africa. It's a field service. You get into your vehicle and you go to a breakdown or even normal maintenance. You go where the machine is working and you work on it there. And that is what I've got now. As I go, I will tell you more about it. I'm not sure how strict the company is about putting it on video or on public. I still have to find out. I was there now 2 days, and I'm busy with the introduction, in the introduction stage, where you guys who work on the mine, you know. And remember, if there's, but I will know when you come. I'm supposed to know when you come. Sometimes it comes through, sometimes it's not. But when you arrive here in Raleigh and you're a mechanic, make contact with me if we did not have contact yet. And maybe I can help you in that regard. So yeah, now Eileen can talk about her job.
Yes, I got the job at the what do you call it? Theater school, kindergarten school, and I actually enjoy it. But it is also my body. I'm getting older, and I didn't realize it when I pick up that small little babies. I realized my body is not built for that anymore. So yeah, I worked 2 weeks there, and then I resigned. I said, no, that is not for me, because I don't want to get the children hurt. Because of one of my legs, I was in an accident, and it had a pin in, and I can't bend it like a normal foot can bend. So yeah, I realize it's better to resign, and I enjoy it, but it's also hard work. I think it's more for younger people to do. If you come here and you want to do assistant teacher work, and you love kids, then the job is for you. And there is no discrimination. You can go and give your resume in, and they will look after you. And it takes a long time to get in because you have to go through background checking and the fingerprinting, and then you have to do a drug test, and you have to do a TB test. So everything is taking time. But on the end, you can get in, and they can put you where they want to use you. The rules is strict. It's very, very strict because the children or the people love the children of America. You are a teacher, but you have to be very careful how you handle a kid, and you have to have a love for kids and the patience, because if you don't have the patience, then please don't get into this beroep. Don't get into this profession because it will get you in trouble on the end. But it is a good profession. It's a good, for younger, it's a good profession to start. Even if you want to go and study for a teacher, to get experience, that is very good.
Okay, so the South Africans that is here with us in Raleigh, they're doing good.
Yes.
I'm trying to get them, like we can do a little bit of an interview or so, but on this stage I couldn't manage to do it. Everyone's got his reasons why they don't want to appear on YouTube. And but yeah, they are doing good, really. We've got now people who came before us, what we know of, and we know of people who just arrived in this week.
Last week.
Last week, yeah. They have just arrived last week,
Yeah.
because now it's the new week is actually Monday. So there's a wide variety, and they are really doing good.
And they are in good spirit, actually.
The new ones that came in now.
Yes, they are in good spirit. They are excited, and they want to do the stuff and get done with it.
Yeah.
And start with their new life.
And then we have from older people than us.
Yes.
Until young, like children. And we got quite a few single mamas here.
Yeah.
And they are doing quite
Very
okay.
good.
It's nerve-wracking. It's not easy. That is something you have to understand. It's not easy. And that's why I'm saying you have to be a get-goer. You don't need to be a very get-goer, but at least if you're going to go sit in your place and you expect other people must do something for you, then you make a big mistake.
Then it will be very hard for you. You have to go out and you have to do stuff on your own, because the us who it's not new anymore here, when we start working, we can't go out so much anymore. But so yeah, you have to get a little bit out of your comfort zone.
Okay, just to recap, this video is long and just by talking. So I hope it didn't verveel julle. What is it?
Bartiness.
So anyway,
I hope we get you excited.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't
Not
boring. And so yeah, to recap it, the jobs is here.
Yeah.
They are here. The potential is here. There's something I didn't talk about. The people who wants to start a business. Your opportunities is open here. America the US is liking people. They want people who wants to open businesses, and that is possible. So when you come here, you just have to, I just talked to someone yesterday, some of our people, They are still very, very young, so they don't want to talk about it now. Maybe in 2 or 3 months we will talk about that. The business they started here. And
It's still
South
very-
Africans, you look for an agency who can help you with the registration of your business. That is available. So there's a lot of hope when you want to make a new business. So that is to put it out for you there as well. I believe further in the future, I hope I will get that people on board that they can explain it to you how it works.
The process they go through.
Yeah, it will be much better because it's not in my line. I'm definitely not a businessman. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we pray for you that is waiting.
Long time, short time, we pray that everyone who is applied will come through, and that everything fell in places for you, and that the Lord will bless every one of you to get soon here.
Yeah, don't let this recently come out of people who got denial letters.
Don't let that get you discouraged.
Even me, I just talk what I think. And I think there is something what happened, why it is like that.
Yeah.
So just go for the process and see. Like Mornay always say is, go into the process and let them deny you.
Not you.
Not you
yourself.
deny yourself. Yeah. That is the best way to go. All right. Enjoy it. Stay safe there in South Africa. And all the people that is here in America,
Enjoy
all the
it.
best.
All
the
best
best
to
for
you.
your new beginnings, new things. And thank you for all the American viewers,
Yeah.
the US viewers. And thank you again that you allowed us here to start fresh from the beginning without all that troubles we have in South Africa. We are free here. I saw it yesterday again. There's no way we could have do what we've done yesterday in South Africa. Together like this, just on an open field, big open field, and watching the fireworks.
I
It was
know
amazing.
Tina's at one stage said, Mom, this reminds me of the Mighty Men conferences what Angus Bagan start with in South Africa. All the people came together at the end. But yeah,
Okay. All right. Cheerio on
for
out.
every one of you. Bye. Dus sit jy dan nou hoor, hoekom werk dit nou so?
Net dan moet jy hierdie kant sit. As jy hier wil sit.
Nee, ek gaan nie sit.
Kom sit daar.
Nee, ek sit net hier so.
Ja, ek sit. So it is very hot. Today is the 250 year of anniversary. So we are on our way.
Wat soek jy?
Ek soek hy vlaggies.
Het jy my gebring het? Ek het jy het nog gevat.
Ja. Ek het ook gedink dit is. En ek het hulle.
Ek wou sê ek dink jy het nog gevat. America's Independence Day for 250 years. That is amazing.
Hey, kom ons begin nou.
Praat is dit te sag.
Ja, jy praat te sag. Maar ek gaan hom nou nie, ek gaan al hierdie nou, ons moet weer van vooraf begin.